Hey people, Jacob at Sutherland Chevrolet in Nicholasville, Kentucky. I'm here today to show you our 2023 Escalade. It's a wonderful, awesome vehicle. I'm going to show you the interior here first because I know there's the miles, I guess, are a little bit different than what we were thinking they were. So it's it's over here in the corner, 14,774 miles. I guess I should go ahead and show you the interior since we're here. But it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's awesome. Look at the seats. I'm gonna get in it here. You've got this massive screen that stretches across the dash, and then a screen kind of underneath it, and it can show you all kinds of information. Of course, you can use it as a regular gauge cluster here. You can also have it show you navigation information, and it also works as this augmented reality camera system as well, so it's pretty crazy. You also have heads-up display, which I probably can't show you very well. In real life, I can see the mile per hour and the miles that I'm supposed to be driving on the road that I'm on in the windshield. It reflects off a camera here, not a camera, a screen here that reflects off the windshield. Right now, that's not picking up in the camera, so you probably just think I'm crazy, but I promise it's there. That can be turned off. It can show you different information. It can even show you navigation instructions, but it's a really handy feature. You've got Super Cruise here. This is your indicator for Super Cruise, so it does have some self-driving capability on interstates and highways. Over here, you have your four-wheel drive controller. You've got different driving modes. The vehicle can raise and lower itself. Here you got your parking brake. This is your integrated brake controller, which is for towing. And then you got your interior lighting controls here. Here on the steering wheel, you've got heated steering wheel, forward collision alert. You've got, what does this button even do? Okay, I'll have to come back to you on that one. I'm not even sure what that does. I imagine it has something to do with conversation enhancement. So I guess it's projecting my voice. I think I hear it throughout the car. Somehow using, I guess, the mics up here, but very interesting. Not familiar with that feature on Chevrolets, but of course you can press this button to bring up the voice assistant. This button is for what do they call it? Where cruise control adjusts itself. I can't think of the funny name for it right now, but adaptive cruise control. For adjusting how close and far away you are from the vehicle in front of you. Of course, you got your horn. You got buttons over here to show different information up here on the display. So let's go back to the gauge cluster for now. You've got little touch controls over here for that. There we go. I was tapping the wrong thing. They can show you different information as far as, information from the phone. It can show you, how do I get to where I was going? Here, it told me to select a new audio source. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Okay. We'll play with that later. You can turn the volume up and down here. You can mute the radio, turn it on and off there. You do have, here behind the steering wheel, you've got paddle shifters. So if you're trying to be sporty, want to shift gears manually, you can do that way. Over here you got your shifter. It's an electronic shifter, pretty easy to use. To park, you just press this button at the top, and then you use your thumb to kind of switch it into different gears here. So like for reverse, it wants me to go forward, so I just put my foot on the brake, push it all the way forward, it goes to reverse. I push it down once, it'll go into drive just like that, and then if I press and hold it, it'll put it in low gear. If I press it down again, it'll go back to drive. If I press park, it goes back to park. So it's pretty simple. It's a little bit different than a traditional shifter, but you get used to it very quickly. Down here, you do have some extra controls for the stereo. Of course, it is all touchscreen. You can use your touch to control everything, but you do have some physical controls down here, which I really like. This is a natural resting position for the hand. When you're driving, if you're driving with your left hand and it falls down here, it's very easy to control that. You're not having to lift your arm and stretch out across the dash. You can do all that right here. It's very accessible. It's nice and easy. You got a little pocket back here you could stick a phone or a wallet in. You've got another little pocket up here you can stick some stuff in, some USB ports there, of course your cup holders, and then back here under the armrest you've got some storage. I think this comes out, and so you've got a deeper pocket there. It looks like you've got two sets of headphones there for the entertainment system back there. So down here you've got some HVAC controls, pretty standard stuff there, and then manuals, and it looks like a lock for the wheels because I imagine they're pretty expensive. Heated and cooled seats, of course. Oops, now we're in park. Just rolled forward a little bit, kind of scared me. Your heated and cooled seats are over here on the door. Of course, locks, unlocks. There's your door release. Window adjustments are there. The actual windows can be adjusted down here. Power fold in, fold out mirrors are there. You'll see them fold in now, and now we can look at me. I'm going to fold them back out there so you don't have to. And then you've got memory seats, of course, they're right down here. And then all your seats adjustments are on the seat. Back here, you've got those displays. So you can connect, anything HDMI, whether it's a phone or a video game system or a tablet. You can connect that and watch whatever you want that way. Or you can wirelessly project from Android phones. That's an option as well. You got your big sunroof up there. One thing I didn't even mention is you've actually got speakers in the headliner, which is really awesome. The stereo sounds great. I wish that my phone could pick it up the way that my ears pick it up in real life, but of course it's not anywhere near the same. But you got speakers in the headrests up here. It's not doing anything crazy. It's not overwhelming coming out of the headrests, but it does add and makes it for a more immersive surround sound style experience. But I'll open up the back hatch here so you can see that too. Again, this needs another bath. This is all just dust and grime. Where's the release for this? Am I losing my mind? I guess I am. I feel like I'm just missing it, like it's a button. Yeah, it's the buttons over here on the right side. I missed it. Here we go. So imagine that's a subwoofer right back here. You've got some controls here for laying the third row seats back, as well as the second row. You'll see those second row seats are a little too far back, so they won't come all the way down. But if I move those second row seats forward, and I'll just release those. Of course, that one's not far enough back from the driver's seat to go all the way down. So you got to kind of have the seats in the right position from the get-go. There we go. So now that's laying flat. Let's see if that gives us enough room for the third row. Ta-da! And so you've got a ton of space back here with all those seats laid down flat. And of course, the second row I've got to pull up manually. I got to go up there and bring them back up. But the third row you can raise right back here with buttons. It's a really nice feature. You do have some additional hidden storage down here. And I'll lower this. To lower it, there's just a button right here. And then the button I just missed. For some reason I was thinking it'd be here. It's over here on the right side. So please forgive me for that. This wheel's got a little curb rash right there. Here, I'll switch to the other camera so you can see that better. It's got a little bit of curb rash right there. I imagine that might mean this one does, so let's look at it. This wheel looks good. And everything looks pretty good on this side. There's a little tiny scratch right there. Little tiny scratch right there. Just needs a good strong detail. You'll see here a bunch of dust and then some bug guts here. But I imagine a lot, if not all of that, will come off. Then up here you'll see some more bug guts. Imagine a lot of this, if not all of it, will come off. See, a lot of it's just coming off with my finger there, but someone just needs to take care of that. So you've got a couple little rock chips right there, which is going to happen, you know. The way they design these vehicles, especially where the face is so flat, rocks and debris from the road when they're driving are naturally going to come up, hit the paint, and you know, cause little rock chips and things over time. It's just natural. All the other wheels, though, other than that back passenger side one, look great. The interior all looked great. The outside really just needed another bath and some love on the bug guts, and I'll walk around it here with a little bit further away, but again, this is our 2023 Escalade. If there's any more information you need, feel free to call me at 859-492-1137. Again, this is Jacob at Sutherland Chevrolet. Thank you and have a wonderful day.